So the Inspector General goes to his office, and he was told, if that doesn't happen, you're in trouble. And Jerry Rawlings was not a very nice person when he was angry. He killed people. Nitapeana mfano wa kutoka nchi ya Ghana. These are real examples. If you remember, there was a time in Ghana, there was a very young president who was an army officer called who? Jerry Rawlings, flight lieutenant. Jerry Rawlings, a very good friend of mine. Actually, he was a very good friend of mine. Tulikutana mahali, tukawa marafiki. Jerry Rawlings was a young man. So, huko Accra, he loved to ride his bike. And he also liked to jog on the streets of Accra. But there was a lot of violence and criminals. So every time he wanted to jog privately, he would see 10 people in front of him and 10 people behind him. Then he checked, he knows them. They are his security. But he said, why can't I jog alone? This is my city. Akaambiwa, it's very dangerous, sir. You cannot walk alone in Accra. He said, it is that bad? Yes. Akasema, how do we clean up? Who are the leaders of this country? How do we clean up this violence in our city? That day in the evening, he summoned the Inspector General of Police. This is a true story. And he told him, how are you? Are you the leader of the police force in this country? Yes. Are you the one charged with security in this country? Yes, sir. And why is there so much violence in Accra such that I cannot ride my bike? I cannot take a jog in my own city of Accra. The guy said, but Your Excellency, you know, we have worked very hard. Hata juzi kuna watu watatu tulishika. Kambua, no. If you are truly the Inspector General of Police, I want violence to end. And you have 48 hours from me to go and round off all the criminals, because I know you know them. All the criminals in Accra, and I want to have a meeting with them. And you have 48 hours. This is a true story. So the Inspector General goes to his office, and he was told, if that doesn't happen, you're in trouble. And Jerry Rawlings was not a very nice person when he was angry. He killed people.
I hope what I'm hearing is false. Sir, police, when they are looking up to some of you policemen, some of you are even partaking in this nonsense. I stand up.
So the Inspector General of Police goes back to his office, and what does he do? He takes his phone. He calls all the commissioners of police in the provinces, the provincial commissioners, and he told them, why is there so much violence? He said, but we have tried. These guys are they even have. He said, listen, if you're truly the provincial commissioner in your province, I'm giving you 36 hours. You must round off all the thieves and the gangsters in this place. And I want to have a word with them. What did the provincial commissioners do? They called the others. 48 hours later, he called the president. Said, sir, I got them. You have them? Yes. I would like to meet them. Have you made sure? Sio kuwekelea tu watu. Akasema yes. Have you investigated? At least ya kijuju, yes. So you know these are the ones. Yes. So tomorrow morning I'll be talking to the real criminals. Yes. And if they are able to turn, we'll have peace. He said yes. Okay. If you Google, you'll find there's a place called Labadi Beach in Accra. He said, that's where the meeting will be tomorrow, 6 o'clock. I'll come and I'll talk to them. The following day morning, he went. He met them. But he didn't say anything. They were all there. But there was a jeshi behind him. So he only greeted them and he went aside. The guys behind him came and they shot all of them. True story. He shot all of them. Anybody who was in Labadi was shot. For the next 15 years, you could leave anything, anywhere in Accra, and nobody would touch it. That is leadership.
"35 years ago, I vividly remember the dark hours of our nation that we sought to redeem collectively as a people. 31st December 1981 revolution was 18 months after an uprising that awakened the consciousness of the Ghanaian people. The honesty and vigor of our action was met with the support and understanding of a vast majority of Ghanaians who saw it as an opportunity to restore the dignity of the ordinary man. The fallen heroes we honor today expect of us, at the very least, never to relapse into those same old days. But ladies and gentlemen, that has not been the case. In the wake of the revolution, we made pronouncements that summed up the state of affairs that prevailed at that time. I did admonish back then that Ghana should be a land where it will be accepted practice and norm that those who earn the privilege to govern should administer in humility, conscious that they are the servants of the people and are ready to submit themselves and their actions to public scrutiny and accountability. Most people are yet to recover from the traumatic shock of the December 7th elections. But I will have to state that if we turn our backs to our history as a party, we cannot escape the responsibility for the result. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat their mistakes over and over again. Need I remind you that the NDC was built on principles and values that emerged as a result of circumstances that led to our birth? The NDC's painful and massive rejection at the polls is indicative that we have lost the moral high ground that sets us apart from most others. Great lengths were taken to draw the attention of the party as a collective, but none of it will be tolerated or accommodated. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost the elections way before December 7th. We persistently and unrepentantly stayed on the slippery slope to the humiliating defeat despite the several warning lights right in our faces. My honest wish was for corrective measures to be taken to avert this electoral disaster. If I did not, ladies and gentlemen, understand the dynamics of human nature and behavior, we would not have attempted 15th May in 1979. if I did not degrade what was intended on that 15th May, June 4th would not have happened, and the eruption that took place on June 4th is what would have happened on the 15th of May. Ladies and gentlemen, if I did not understand the dynamics of human nature and behavior, there would not have been the need for a return on 31st December 1981 and to successfully lead a revolution for 10 years. If I did not understand the dynamics of human nature, I would not have gone into multi-party democracy and won 2 free and fair elections.